Hi, I'm Linda Wastila, and I'm a professor here at the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy in the Department of Pharmaceutical Health Services Research. I'm excited to be the Director of Research and Policy for the Peter Lamy Center on Drug Therapy and Aging. And the new grant that we just got in, and I say we because I have a fabulous team, is actually looking at antipsychotic use in residents who live in long-term care facilities and how a recent federal initiative to reduce antipsychotics has impacted both their use of other medications and their outcomes. We're excited about this project for a lot of different reasons. One of them is that CMS has done a great job reporting the reductions, but they haven't really looked at what's happened with other medications and the outcomes in these older adults, and we think they're particularly vulnerable. We're hoping that these reductions in antipsychotic use are favorable for these folks, but we just want to make sure, because that's our job as drug safety experts in this vulnerable population. We absolutely believe antipsychotics have been overused in the general population as well as in nursing homes, but we also are concerned about the very blunt impact of a policy such as that, which is just to reduce by a certain percentage. They can have very dangerous impacts. We don't know what those impacts are. One of the things I really love about this project is the phenomenal team that we've established. We are excited. It's a 3-year study. We're getting about $1.6 million to do this study, which is primarily large data analyses. One of the other things we're really excited about is that with this project, we're going to be able to build a close to 100% sample of all Medicare beneficiaries who are in long-term care facilities for an extended period of time. Often our sample size is too small to really look at what's going on in the facility. We can look at what's going on with the patient. We have the medical claims and all that good stuff, but what we don't have are the facilities. We might have 1 or 2 patients in one particular facility. Here we're going to be able to look at all the patients and all the facilities that receive Medicare dollars, which is about 90–95% of all facilities in the nation. One of the things I hope happens with this research, or at least the findings from our research, is that we will be able to affect policy change as needed for long-term care residents. If we find, for example, that there was a substitution effect for these antipsychotics that were reduced, we would want to hope that there'd be more ways to sort of make sure that individuals aren't just switched from one potentially dangerous drug to another potentially dangerous drug. On the other hand, if we find that there are no problems with with outcomes or substitution of other meds as these antipsychotics were reduced, then that's great. Then we'll say, yeah, we feel really good about this policy change that affected a national population.